in the Rauga. Chitaiga Mathamaman, Jagan to me pum kangai, Pamaugi Zidalajang, Jane the Paylak and a pum kavai. Preparedness Malay to get the hangi jikigleji illa, confused at Kaine. Cut had the Shanao long the Sarak high, Atumwe or Murut Dragaji had the support Kasasa the Hangshon Jen the Hang Hai may expert meaning and the Traga Hang Hai Ji, Chigungam Shuman. You will Maram Jihora in a sentence can you mount Jihog in a Kajuana, which you imitate to Ray. Jenny in a Nathum Aju meeting Hilly in a handmade shares Haragaji, Kiklam Lemco. Cut had the tail maker, we could take legit, had the tail shares Halaganatum the Carizalaga, Nathum we expert mind magic, Baba ground reality, action, Sada clay, Bakachungachang, Iwi Mangali Pum the clay, Nathum leaders being Mangma Yigidilla. Janet had the he is high, ma he's had the leg Jibajang, Ginatum that had the analyze it, had the Sapai mikhavai, Satting the khalei. For example, atam meeting agakava atam hitharan UNHCR 1325 the Women Peace and Security meeting 2000 2-3 something Levi meeting he it was in Bhubaneswar. And I we naga women leader akala raye gidila jana khrajanji sasa gara first session chikup jen shock jen Achan ka hiwi. This is something that we have been doing for so long. We didn't know that it was UNHCR 1325 kajidalajang. There are so many international instruments. Shanao ping we role ping he conflict situation likatagi jiglegi hitrakalegi jidalajan kathela tragasang dalere ka atang we ishiwui naga women leader agawe and the mate Ari to international language party Matei salala activities but track a salaga rag highjang, then had the chitioka itum Kikrasa mikhavai giji had the Tioka shares hagagine, ningshiya atam wuivang iwi makabat to leisalala had the Nathum the machansang mamando. Shanao we roll in conflict situation gaji atam hitharan had the wuivang suddenly hotnara gajidala young. Kuwangle jilara itum society he deeply patriarchal, gendered kasa society sahaw kida. Aragat the Shanao hina conflict situation hili we road kwishap ki giji kla giji pening laga hotnara gaji iwi kapening li experience li. Gendered role already layaula ishiwui Tangkhul jang Shanao he sang ye mer now he sage giji gendered role hi lay miao. Gendered stereotyping hi rahaw gendered role chile yauge de jang jenny tumwe gendered articles articles gendered sami khaine gi jidala only roles and stereotyping ka sapa chimang maningla chida haugi dara chiwi chili tumwe gendered role we alung hili conflict situation hili itumwe role agara rigi gi hi within the patriarchal system hili ka thada shong saksikla gi ji chiwi challenge ka pai maning gi jidala ningshiya in the mirror, Tragamaji, Jividing Kara itumna, Shanao itumang a zegla jang, mere now being the Munganami ka progress must hagach in a war. Jen and Nathum the pum come wuivang ningshiya, doesn't come wuivang ningshiya. Nathum the Mogadom itum women's role. Tangko Shanao long we roll he, Mapung Mapara Tataki, Nathum the Mogatomia. Jen itum the Ngazekshon salala, Nathum the Mazang Miaka, Masabai Gigajin. Jenara itumna. Shanao we roll gaji atam hitharan to me as conflict situation live a victim agasade to me roll yard yang number 2 li kayakha chili la shuruk zang laga kazang lazat khaine gaji dala you are a part of the conflict yang kayakha as victim kayakha as a part of the conflict kayakha community leaders aga the chena itum we Shanao long we than every village unit leaders salaga le baba maira Kaiga we roll peace builders agasadala le baba maira. Jaina humanitarian workers hadala roll le baba maira. Chiwitungli itumhi caregiving and household management le baba maira. Community organizing la itum sababam dale. Mediation and peace building la sababam dale. advocacy for vulnerable groups yang itu mui ngazanda khalei chu wuivang le itu na akha akhona ga sada itu na sami sat papam le economic resilience thade itu mui conflict situation li zadung zatwa ga sa khudong cha ba hi maleilak le itu ma za phulungi jaw la thang thang wi itu za gi ji mangi gi ji itu mui economic activity hi wa mangasam pai to get the economic resilience we sagi gichi we roll le babam dale laga akapanava documentation of human rights abuses hila itum as documentara ka sada jang human rights abused conflict li shok tak le chi we chi la document sagi gichi we roll le da klei ne chi la he we roll hi chung hai ne Shanao akha conflict situation li sagi gichi hi jani itum winning liver thade I tha jaga mathai khawa hitharan winning liver conflict jaiga kan electric post li kanda shawlu ga shok chi chimang paning ji de la rai jumba na ba jang kai to we roll much more beyond that yang adang we shok ta khalei ji thaga hi ba hi khigla are we peacemaker are we peacekeeper or are we peace builder are tum hi itum we kuchung ga jang hi li adang president la hang pa maira thada mashunli khanganing as a pillar of peace and justice the hangdale. But what do we know about peace? Jingri hang a sakau se ji hai ga itum hi yi khla ga ji jang ji question hi khara no wa Bible text aga kot saga Matthew 5:9 yang beatitudes extreme blessedness from God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Kajine jang vare we now ngara the horror the hang the clay jidla. Beatitudes ngajai li I wuivang wa hi pa hi ring thamai thui jidla. Kyuvangla jilga khangate liver blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the kingdom. Da traga sange jidla ka I we now horror gajiji himang li ka hang no peacemakers pingli. Chidaya ka now kachunga jang hili leida klehi avungara avangara negijidela. No we now li leishida klehi unconditional love ne wa. Jang minava atung we ajamaram ji yang laga nga kai gashi ka hang ma khang na ji yang ga thada shongai na gi ji. Iduma now ma le thugi da jang neutral salak ne kaya atam ji jani nga kai gashi or ka hang ma khang na now ping jili ba thada jaw gi jidela. Ka vu ababa now li le gashi jina jang are we cover up sami gijidela lum that kahilang about gijidela jang that's a relationship between God and children yang abang avu abai na and now with relationship to chine gijidela chidai ga peacemaker aga sahai ga nali very we now the horror jai ga it's an immense task that is given to us then he had the Bible ping galay high nature lazy very shaga sada jang chidai ga as a peacemaker aga sa se jaiga is Pukrela a peacekeeper or a peacemaker or a peace builder gijari itum katheder kar sa ga ne wo otherwise we give on giving examples yang Pukrela the example le na da hang shon de we need to dwell further into it mathamai dang zegra thagara Shanao khu khangate na khangate within the village we are lungli ari fu kasang pingji wathaga atuma chitata we are chalaga itum we brai kas how we village aga na village we rai kas ha ju we jili wa ava within the we are lungli an fu sangau ki thaga she has no rule chidai ga atum hi Pukrela maning lui gi chidala. So, we are only talking about a woman who is married to another village. In between the kapam chu we kharjan negijidla. Kara chili sang mai the thaga shinagotong ka wuivang maning rigijidala. It had we understanding go. Please correct me if you know more. That's just my very, we share we also need to look beyond it. Are we role in Adang Hang Tale, peacekeeper, ka peacemaker, ka peace builder, we roll baba, peacekeeper lasara, peace building lasara, peacemaker lasagi gijinegidla. And our hikata the sagi jiglegich Adam Chitrandi. Shanao long. Yang Tangkhul Shanao long jaiga thada any conflict situation the presence ashon gajidala. How many of us are clear with the conceptual framework clarity about peace building ki reconciliation kathada sara jang style peace builder we style kathara peace builder we ari itum we style tata strategies yang hipping hi kathara khala gajibaji itum hi katam khawata udai te iwa khui gi ko hibaba thada every village lila darkar ka sane gi because we have so many inter village conflict jang ka women's role by hi tita thali wa magzang thalui gi dila Huvangla jilgare itum we patriarchal setup pajina jang women's participation in peace process women's participation in decision making ba hilimalai thu gida ara wuivang en ara itum na hitata we conflict situation khara tam chitrani itum we role hi gendered role hi malai gi chidala chidaya gara women's understanding of peace women's understanding of security hinga te gi jidala itum shina wuivang chingri ga hai ji khigla ji miar na wen nga te gi shina wuivang security ji khigla ga ji miar na wi security ai na nga te gi jidala ji wuivang en are itum shina ping hi thada genuine peace sustainable peace please sang phalungi gi ji ne ji hai kha itum hi decision making kala peace process li participate sa phalungra ga ji no jang wuivang na adong we UN Security Council 1325 2000 li UN declared sa hai jang hitata UNHCR 1325 le dak le hi chitata wuivang khalei ne gi chidala jang jena re hi conflict situation li Shanao ping na face other clay challenges ping hi khigla je hai kha adong we exclusion in decision making li le yai ra jang itum decision making li ma sang thura gender based violence hi le hai ne jang jaina chililang me de itum we social and cultural barriers hi le hai ne ji issue within issue with Tangkhul society hi le le bapam ga ji ne hang the clay hi ara itum na thada adang documentation of human rights violation hi we have taken it for granted ishi document chak masam da ishi hi jang document hi sa ga mi we conflict ru no itum we conflict ru no itum las party aga sa da gazang conflict ru no ishi mag itum party aga sa da mag gazang conflict ru no jili itum the document sa ya kha we will be able to understand gender based violence jika jili le da le khle gi itum jili bhap ta gi jila kare itum documentation hi masa tu gi da at the tips of our finger jiga thane thaga during the time of conflict Shanao ping hi na kya ga vulnerable sa how khala ga ji hi itum hi articulate masa thei thu gi dala simple sala gen hang no jai ga rape is a weapon during war the hang sir da khalei ne gi la hi wajang ta the og thui we ta the country tra khali itum we inter ethnic conflict kai na Shanao ping thi da khalei atum ping li zakashi sami da khalei hi ta tha we na UNTly ari we itum we Beijing platform for action the 1995 li shock the clay that's a fourth world conference on women yang jili shock the clay tata key areas of understanding 12 key areas yang jili shock the clay atum resolution tata declaration tata ari in hang the clay UNHCR 1325 or Chimining Salala second world conference on women especially at Copenhagen li shock the clay itumna convention for the elimination of all forms of discrimination against women the sido the kahang tata hi second conference li hi tata convention tata hi ka shock ne gi jidala jang te hi tata shock the clay ka tong hi itum hi example aga sada Tangkhul wi jau siang hi aga sada mas shock sala khangate yur chat willy shock the clay hu yen hi masa primer the shock the clay ne gi jidala jidai ga itum wi la hi thada leiba ba me ka itum wi voice paji for example Beijing platform for action 1995 li khawatam chitra chiwi conference li itum na thada khawaping wi khurjan ka shaji chili ishiwui mi mazang mane gi jidala achugum hina 30 years ka khai ne jang ka chiwi atam jili notice wi ai na bada khle Shanao ping we hada 30 years iwa ka sang sangai re jidla ari we ne yangai ga jai ga atum we shongsa wi kala tuimaga shawi that the Kerjanji Salaga Manunga now Lagat the Pamika atom experience chi world gathering we experience chi itumag time some puncture jang Jenny tum he ogutili Lakata the shock the clay jipaji yoga the Taji Pai to be Wangan he example he had the inner yoga quirada clay jenna. Are we hung the clay rape used as a weapon of war the hung the clay he had the as human being angas had the lake hine war he pai jang Jen itumpan document masam the Magatage aurele. This is something that I've been saying very, very often whenever we have discussions or had the itum with gender that how we meeting that I like atam chitani. Hang shon jen kai na san salabai na pen salabai jang ka akshi the hang lu yao with issue with Tangkhul with patriarchal system hiwi alung hidi khalei hile dignity. Jang dignity mayor now wuivang it is covered with no we education no we atam no we Amei no we Shanao we we had the katom sang ni gijine yang dignified salak kahai the very respected mayor now lit the kayakha the hang the khalei jibaji live mayor now we live tada awi acquired skills yang qualities that aji changsar laga rom sang ni laga khaya shi lakai na da itum Tangkhul tuen na itum na chitha da lei jang Shanao liver khaya hi it has nothing to do with my iwi quality iwi skill iwi katem iwi thangkhamai chili kik khale associate masaga jidla it's a part of our body ishi Shanao wuivang jang Jidai gadang rape used as a weapon of war gajije. I think it was jiwi Tangkhul we tuyar jen yangai ka ma hi kachang khat ne jang gajije. I think it's important for us to look into that lens. Jiwi lens ni to mi khayang hi darkar sai jidla. Jimini ngakha conflict situation hili itum hi peacemaker, peacekeeper, peace builder aga sade itum hi engage sage jahayaga we have to be there in the decision making process. Jang, our peace process we have to be on the table as well. Yang meeting aga khawatam chitrandi itum sonawa now we experienced the share sage. She was from Timor-Leste and they were about to get independence from Indonesia at that point of time. Then we meeting we were talking about women, peace and security. Ana hang ishiwui movement she herself was a combatant. I had the shibai kahaka athade itum we kangarer we yang shibai kahaka Shanao negijidla jena na hang babo mejidla. Itum the women issue he raised kasadam chitrandi don't talk about that chibajiva now the ngazek now say Ariba hiva let's talk about national interest and we'll keep the women issue and once we get our independence then we'll talk about it the hange the ana share sai jang they got the independence and the women's issue was never discussed jang ji akhalata na share ga sai na na ga kui ko mi we na I ham kam ron la mening mane gi ji dala jang context it's difficult to talk about all these things I think with patriarchal mindset discussion that I think for me I'm talking about gender integration. I'm talking about gender mainstreaming in the process that you are doing. It's about in your policies and programs is it gender sensitive? Is it gender neutral sala? Jang jili gender integrate samilo gender mainstreaming samilo gajino yang thade tibly high lagat hada because if we are not you no we formal meeting we experience Himalaya ka kiva matui wura tibly bam laga. We also need practice ila darkar sa kai negijil jang kara practice kasaji itum Shanao mang bam ga practice kasaba hila mung dal wi gijidala. We also need to practice in the presence of our men as well. Yang jidai ga itum Shanao mang na gapom we itum we mentality ay na mere now ping ay na bam meeting sa kang room we thought processing at ay gijidala. Ara ju we practice itum Shanao ping la darkar sa gijidala. Ju wang no itum we wang the space create kasa darkar sa wo. Yang Shanao kai kanava reservation darkar masamane yang itum we tem thang kamaye na vara da within that gender system and patriarchal society li itim we katem thangkamai na shokra gajije. Oh, that's going to be really the percentage chi the yang teo naida jiwi impact mas malai gijidila. So we also need space yang itum li rang sa khavai so that we can practice tui khamatui ji la ka the material la gijila practice ka sa darkar sa ye gijidila jang hada itum na PhD ko bai re de ina matui thai ka mai ning dai because I have no practice to speak in a community gathering yang ka hada itum na yang la ga lai ri ka tam naw la ma khaning yang hada adu ada ne da hada itum na mashimshi lagat hada to some extent later khalei mi ping jina they know how to speak so well during the village assembly because they are used to jang khu assembly da li atum hi pam masuyaw nga nam masuyaw matui masuyaw gi da jiwi language ji atum hi sa thai ye gi dila we also need jiwi experience da kar sa ye jang jena hada iwi kapaning bali gendered mainstreaming ka sa gendered integration ka sa ba ji jang not necessarily that okay UNHCR 1325 Shanao ping sangi jine jen rasalo the hang laga sagi gi chipaji mening mani the chipaji I thada teu kha share sangai jine jena ari we UNHCR 1325 pa hi teu kha thada I hangai na phulunga we jipa this is something itum he paksa da discuss mashamane jang he pa he he especially in an armed conflict no may sing laga khalei conflict liver Shanao we experience and mere now we experiencing a type lunge gi wuivang in a UNHCR 1325 hitharan gi jidla we experience India liver mainly Kashmir and Northeast madala jang khangte area liver jita Himalaya to way gi jidla khangte country ta liver jita we am experience le yaw gi da hiwi resolution he endorse ha national action plan the chipaji sagi jine he vara idum we sido tha or adu tha chita we signatory chipaji maning jidle yang ngatai jidle he resolution pa hiwa and we endorse kasajali national action plan kale he for example as far as I understand Nepal tha vale gai ne jang even Burma Myanmar en dang dal le ye jidla ka India ba liver ishiwa armed conflict malay mini jaw mo chitao ki dar malay bai the national action plan jang ka thada group kai khana thada northeast we Shanao ping kai khana thada atum few years ago atum na pam room laga action plan for northeast yaura le ang kashok vashok e ka hili itum participation da bat ka jidla and he did he itum la zang phulungi gi chinai hijba local mangli ma bambai mena wo yang hang the clay shock the clay conventions protocols or agreements ka shock the clay UN really like the clay ka tong ka hi local context we na ka shock mang ma ye gi la khare tu mi local context of situation hi itum na mili la itum ne hita da sai we learn from other examples Shanao long we na tam khui ka vai tra ga la ye gi la khare itum ping hin na collaboration baji itum SDG goals number 17 baji partnership kachi baji jang hipa hi leyi gi darkar sa khaidla for example one very good example that I know is we United Women Organization Tamenglong the uwat ta akhale wo here conflicting villages ping hi khmer now ping hi kharjan masam re jaw mo conflict situation sa tha how gi the apama ka ngapai khai na shu bi la tha interesting case a ka la ke chu ya bam jing ngapai yaw gi da ra kha ga na ka hi tha da dialogue sa ka vai ji sa le tha da chot la ka hai ne gi jitla chi tha da le la ka Tamenglong ara ram chu bi mi ping sa le la Tamenglong li settled sa la ka pam or tha da up and down sa la ka le dak le atum Shanao ping hi li ho khui la ga tha da football for peace the football da la ngrew ngesek la ga jang how pok maman la ga ra wa hi ashi hi what the form salaga lay the claim here hang conflicting villages with women ping katonga chili ka zip laga to me from time to time program he singang room laga atum program he singa da lay ge jidla he good example la ka ne jang he da hi itum na tam kui ga pai lay la ga ji ara role ba ji he that I hear peace building je how go pok ne ji de la dang we what pa shi we example pa hi jang then adam we peacekeeper and the peacemaker pa mang ji meaning la peace building we process pa li la sat ki ji he we process pa hi la jang itum hi teu ka thai tha jen it's also important for us ada aga ga sa tam chi thrandi khangte abam li lamin ka tha da sa da lai gla ga ji itum na tam khui ga pai good example ji shu khui ga pai tangkul shinaw long we kham tha tra ga sa ga ji min la shu khui khawai we ba itum partnership hi la darkar sa pa ba me ya and tha da itum we role si tra ga ne kha itum we role si ka chili zat lai ka tha da lai ga ji hi itum hi toy mei da peace building, negotiation, reconciliation, tata we matang hili workshop, tata training, tata kasahi, darkar sa pulung. Jimining a cut had itum we women as peace builders, Shanao being jingri ka high, we needed hang the khalei had the miracle abusive satwing hide the latui bajang. Jen he itum the gajangkat, itum women as peace builder, maker, keeper, and sase jahaya ka itum he had the hitharan we program he toy me the jang sinka kavai he eva wuivang and he in depth in a role pajili mavalaga had the teo mega he daga parala gajivagena itum we internationally international wakai na leida khalei system ping we na itum nang heu ka pai khilei khla gaji chipaji share sangai gaji ne jena UNHCR 1325 we pillar by he participation gaji ne 4 pillars ne number 1 he participation he peace decision making and the peace process li participate sang sak milo gaji ne jena protection of women and girls he by have importance I've already given example thade itum we dignity tangkhul dignity the hang the clay to yar itself he by hinava we really have to protect women and girls kachine jang gender prevention of gender based violence color relief and recovery gaji hi UNHCR 1325 hi we 4 pillars ne he thada itum na chiwi atishuda itum Shanao Tangkhul Shanao long as peace builder or peacemaker peacekeeper na sa se jai ka hipa hi le itum teu ka follow ka sa darkar sare gi ji chipa ji hang sangai gi ne tum na chingren na khmi wang ningshiya